Hey there traders, this is Steve Miley, the market chartist for FX Explained and our regular weekly MacroWatch update for the week commencing 25th of October 2021. US averages hit record peaks despite higher US and global yields. Let's take a look first of all at the macroeconomic and geopolitical developments from the past week. Well, first of all, earnings season continued in the US last week with positive earnings surprises across sectors, reinforcing the solid results from the financial sector the prior week. However, Snapchat parent Snap did disappoint on Friday, dragging the tech sector and Nasdaq lower to end the week. Fiscal stimulus hopes also helped the risk-on theme with positive soundings regarding the progress of Joe Biden's proposed social infrastructure bill. And these factors combined saw an extension of the October risk-on theme seen across global financial markets, the Dow Jones Industrial Average hitting a new record high. Now let's take a look at the global financial market developments for last week ending the 22nd of October 2021. Well, as with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500 also hitting a new all-time high last week. US yields continue to push higher as seen since the Fed meeting back in September, and despite a lower yield move on Friday, the overall theme is for higher yields, pushing up to the highest levels seen since May and even getting close to peaks we've seen for this year last week. And despite the higher yield moves, the US dollar and the US dollar index here showing a more negative theme, grinding lower, undoing some of the positivity that we've seen through September. And on the back of that, dollar weakness, the euro creating a small base against the dollar in here, reducing some of the vulnerability that we've seen from the sell-off that we've seen through May and extension down lower in through September. And the pound extending the rebound that we've seen earlier in October last week, despite a dip back lower towards the latter part of last week on a more positive footing for pound versus US dollar. Gold remains in a broader sideways theme in here, but we did see a strong recovery effort last week and a spike higher to the highest levels that we've seen in here since September. So a more positive tone, but within a broader range environment for gold. On the oil side, again, another new multi-year high for oil as the rally from August extended even higher. And copper, although breaking out the prior week, did set back last week. We did see some further gains and then a setback for copper, questioning the bullish breakout that we saw through mid-October. Now let's take a look at the week ahead, the week commencing the 25th of October 2021. Well, we're going to continue to monitor the progress of Biden's proposed social infrastructure bill. On the central bank side, we have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision, statement and press conference on Wednesday. And then we get both the Bank of Japan and ECB interest rate decision, statements and press conferences both on Thursday. And we're going to continue to watch earnings as earnings season continues to roll out in the US. Next week we get Facebook. We get Microsoft, Google, Boeing, Apple and Amazon. So a big week for the tech sector next week on the earnings side. And looking at the broader macroeconomic events we have next week, Monday brings the German IFO Business Climate Service, with Tuesday delivering the US consumer confidence data. We get the Australian inflation report, including CPI on Wednesday, and US durable goods orders. And then there's that Bank of Canada interest rate decision statement and press conference on Wednesday. Again, the BOJ and ECB interest rate decisions, statements and press conferences all come on Thursday, alongside US GDP and PCE, personal consumption expenditure. And we finish off Friday with Japanese industrial production, Australian retail sales, German GDP, EU GDP and CPI, and US PCE and Canadian GDP data. I'm going to wish you all a great trading week. Please do remember to hit that like button if you like what you see here, and also follow us on our YouTube channel. And I'll be back with you next week for another MacroWatch. So traders, don't forget to catch us on the next FX Explained MacroWatch and all the great content on fxexplained.co.uk.